Most of you guys have absolutely no idea how the Forza Horizon 6 economy actually works. You're out there grinding the same Colossus sprint for hours, turning your brain to mush just to afford one decent hypercar. But if you actually learn the game's economy, you can generate tens of millions of credits in a matter of minutes. No more repetitive steering against rubber banding AI, just pure effortless profit. Stick around until the very end of this video because I'm gonna reveal a specific trick that will earn you millions of credits. Now, the moment I say the words auction house, I know exactly what you're thinking. You're rolling your eyes, assuming you already know how it works. Right now, you're treating the auction house like a digital used car lot, buying a car you missed on a playlist, or selling a duplicate for spare change. That is exactly what the top 1% of players want you to do. To them, and soon to you, the auction house isn't a dealership anymore. It's a completely unregulated stock market. If you know how to manipulate its mechanics, you're basically committing virtual insider trading. We ain't gonna be bidding on anything today. We're gonna exploit the secrets behind the successful auction sniping that most snipers use to snatch the cars right in front of your eyes. But before we get to the main tricks, your physical setup has to be flawless. Sniping is entirely a game of milliseconds. If your ping spikes for even a fraction of a second, that rare car is gone. So, first rule, get off the Wi-Fi. Run an Ethernet cable directly from a router to your machine. Second, if you're playing on a PC, put the keyboard away and plug in a controller. The speed at which you need to input the buyout sequence is vastly superior on a controller's D-pad and face buttons. Trying to stretch your fingers across a mechanical keyboard to hit the right hotkeys is gonna cost you cars. Getting your hardware sorted is the first step to pulling in massive credits, and speaking of valuable assets, let's take a quick second to hear from today's sponsor. Don't want to spend time grinding out glitches? You guys can get up to 1 billion credits and super wheel spins with Mitch, as well as every single car in the game all delivered to you extremely quickly. They have over 20,000 verified Trustpilot reviews and thousands of personalized vouchers, so be sure to check out my pinned comment to learn more, and don't forget to use the code M9 for discount. Now, for the next step, you need to optimize the game itself to load as fast as possible. Nuke your graphics settings to the absolute floor. Turn off motion blur and switch out of online lobbies and drop into Horizon Solo to kill any background server sync and delay. Fast travel to the main Otani Festival site where the environment rendering is minimal. Finally, ditch whatever massive high-poly truck you're driving and hop into a small and simple vehicle. The game renders your active car behind the menus, and the tiny cars load instantly compared to a customized supercar. You don't need to switch off moving backgrounds, just use a tiny car with no decals and fancy wraps. A stock car with a manufacturer color, for example. When you're actually searching, never manually click into a listing to load the auction details. Waiting for that animation is a guaranteed loss. You need to back out and refresh the search continuously. The absolute split second a car pops up on the screen, hit Y on your controller to open the quick menu, tap the down arrow once, and mash A to buy it out. Don't hesitate. Now, for the promised trick. You can have the fastest setup in the world, but fighting thousands of other players is a headache. But there's a specific block of time where player competition drops dramatically. Yet, the volume of fresh car listings remain incredibly high. People are dumping their cars, but the usual sniper crowd isn't online to fight you for them. That golden window is exactly 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. GMT plus 3:30. For those of you who don't want to do the math, here is when you need to be parked in the auction house. Set your alarms, get hardwired, and start spamming that quick menu. Log in during that window, flip those rare drops, and get rich enough to forget you have to clock in for your actual shift tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'm Mason, and I'll see you in the next one.